people need to be paying attention so that they can really, this is an important thing because this is where the law really meets real life. It's one thing when you interact with the law enforcement community, you know, the sheriff's department, the police department, but they're just the beginning of a process that at the end of the day, your interaction needs to be, you know, one of the most constitutionally grounded. They all should be, right?
Right.
But you definitely have to have that framework and understand your position in that. What else can you tell folks about your background and your approach to the office that would encourage them to vote for you?
Sure. I'm very law enforcement, very pro law enforcement. I work very well with all of my sheriffs and my chiefs, and I'm proud to call them not just you colleagues that I work with, but they're friends too. We work very well together. But there's also a very firm understanding between us that I serve as a check on law enforcement. And so you need a DA that understands the law when it comes to that. If law enforcement does something incorrectly, then my office steps in and handles it. The biggest thing that I want people to know, and people don't know what the DA does. You said that earlier. People have no idea what I do. I am considered to be the chief law enforcement officer in this circuit. I decide which charges are brought before the courts and which charges are dismissed. I decide what goes to trial. I decide what doesn't go to trial. And I also make recommendations. Now, the judge determines sentencing, but ultimately can accept my recommendation or not. But it is an extremely powerful and important position, a solid team in place, which I'm proud to say that I do, who stands ready to present the right cases to trial. And if a case needs to be dismissed, then perform our constitutional duty and dismiss it. But right. You need somebody that's going to do that and understand it, and that's me. I'm a proven prosecutor. My record speaks for itself, Mike. I have tried some of the most difficult cases that you can try. I don't shy away from that. If anything, I am at home in a courtroom trying a hard case where I am challenged.